some reason, the Republican Party, we as Republicans, we as conservatives, are not getting that message out effectively.
Okay, let me just say something. We need to stop playing by the Democrats' playbook. We need to stop talking about hyphenated Americans. We are all Americans. The concept of hyphenated Americans is designed to divide and conquer. Remember this so-called social justice of the Obama administration is putting everybody pigeonholed into some group and making every group look like victims who need a handout from almighty government. But I'll tell you, about 3 weeks ago I was in Bakersfield, California. The last day I was there, I had breakfast with a black Democratic pastor. And he said to me, well, our values are conservative, but the Democratic Party embraces us. That's a very telling statement. Our values are conservative, but the Democratic Party embraces us. And I said to him, but don't you realize they're using you? And I said, look, even if we take Obama's numbers, even though the numbers are not right, the Obama administration says there's 6.1% unemployment, but black unemployment is 14%. What are they doing for you? On the 25, black unemployment is 40%. And then I said, have you ever read the writings of Margaret Sanger? He didn't even know who Margaret Sanger was. And I said, well, Margaret Sanger was the founder of Planned Parenthood. And you can Google it and look at her written statement. The purpose of creating Planned Parenthood was for population control in the black neighborhoods. Look at where all or most of the abortion clinics are. In the black neighborhoods to control their population, and said every black on the street is being raised. I said, as a matter of fact, did you know that civil rights legislation was passed by Republicans? It was passed by a Republican Senate under the threat of a filibuster by the Democrats. Oh, I didn't know that. And then I said, did you know that every member of the Ku Klux Klan were Democrats from the South? Oh, I didn't know that. You know, they need to be educated. I tell you, I am going to try to encourage everybody I can to buy a book written by a black journalist. His name is Jason Riley. He wrote a book called Please Stop Helping Us. Talking about how all the handouts to blacks have kept blacks as you know, just as in the poorhouse. And I'll tell you what, I am going to make it my task to buy 15, 20 copies of that book and hand it out to some black leaders to read. Because it shows, for example, he said to me, Jason Riley said in an interview, you know, before we had minimum wage laws, black unemployment and white unemployment were the same. If we increase the minimum wage, black unemployment will skyrocket. See, he understands it, but the average black does not. But you know, what we need to show is this. Every ethnic group in America, what do they want? Growth and opportunity. They want the ability to succeed. Now, the Democrats have been trying to sell this guaranteed utopia. But we need to convince them that the handouts is not a guaranteed utopia, it's guaranteed mediocrity. What we need to sell is the American dream. We need to sell that in this country, anybody with hard work and perseverance can achieve their wildest dreams.
That's right.
You know, when I came to this country, I didn't have any money, couldn't speak a word of English. Within 6 years of leaving college, I had my own business. Now, I worked my butt off. Never took a handout from the government. But I'll tell you what, anybody can do that in this country.
That's right.
As a matter of fact, I remember 2 years ago, When I was sitting in the Senate chambers, watching my son being sworn in as U.S. Senator, I couldn't contain the tears from my eyes. When I remembered that 55 years before I had come here with nothing, couldn't even communicate. And now to see my son being sworn in as U.S. Senator, all I could think is, only in America. Only in America. This is the greatest country on the face of the earth, and we need to transmit that to other people. I'm sorry for the long answer.
Well, along the same lines, especially with education, I guess I fear that we're losing that academic battle. I mean, I've got a daughter who's going to be taking the AP exam, and the latest I was reading was that the AP history exam has eliminated all but one question about George Washington and nothing about the rest of the founders.